Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 13th to June 19th, 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To dive deeper into what the week holds for you, check out your readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. On June 13th, Mercury, which rules messages and the mind, enters its home sign of Gemini. And on June 14th, there is a strawberry supermoon in Sagittarius, which inspires adventure, expansion of the mind, and seeing what's ripe for the picking. This reading explores those themes. In this first column, we get a message from the collective unconscious. You have perfect storm, the courage to step into life. You also have Two of Wands, Faith or the Hierophant, and Four of Coins. In this middle column, we get messages from your higher self. Two cards wanted to come out. You have this electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. You have lizard spirit, dream the world into being. You have Page of Swords, Three of Wands, Ace of Coins, and in this third column here, we find out where your truth is leading you. You have solar flares, activate. You have Page of Cups, Star, Page of Coins. So I'll start off by saying I'm noticing this theme of, stepping into life, bringing things to life, dreaming the world into being, so creating life. And also you have these pages. You have a Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Coins. The only page not here is the Page of Pentacles, but you do have the Ace of Pentacles. So pages are a concept of kind of learning and curiosity, gaining information, and building things. And aces is new opportunities as well. So here in this perfect storm, the courage to step into life, it's there may be some chaos or conflict, things that feel like maybe not really going according to plan, and here it is part of the plan. It's all part of the perfect storm in terms of might be kind of chaotic, but it's also exciting. And the way to best weather the storm here is to be centered and balanced. And if there are things that distract you, that pull you away from being centered or cloud your thoughts, then to let those things go and kind of thinking about the things that you are most attached to, the material things that you are most attached to, or the things that also limit you. And here with the Four of Coins, this is a card of foundation and stability, but it's also a sense of holding on to things in the material world. The traditional Four of Coins, there is an individual that seems to be covering its body and like clutched to a pentacle over its torso. There's a pentacle on its head, and then there is a pentacle on underneath either foot of the individual, and it seems that individual is kind of clutching onto those things as if that's the only value in the material world that individual will ever have. But here, this perfect storm, the courage to step into life, is calling to, not have those limiting beliefs and really seize the day and, go for the glory. With the Faith card or the Hierophant, this is a card of, connecting you to a higher power. It's also about learning the signs, how to see certain signs to kind of lead you down that path to the higher power. It's also a card of, learning and being an expert in something. With the Two of Wands here, this is a card of really sticking with what you already know, what you've already accomplished and been through, or stepping outside of your comfort zone to, really explore the success that you are kind of destined to have. So let's take a look at that Four of Coins over here. You have King of Wands. So here, the King of Wands is a visionary leader. King of Wands isn't worried about Four Pentacles and trying to clutch onto them for dear life, because the King of Wands knows that there is, wherever the king needs to be, their passion will take them there. They don't need any type of guarantees. There's an inner conviction that they have that will really is kind of all they need. If their passion is leading them to that direction, then they don't need to really have a lot. It kind of reminds me of like going on a trip and someone who packs everything they might need just in case, so that they're weighed down by these potential outcomes or possibilities of what the weather might be like, and so that they really have to really just weighed down by the baggage that they have. King of Wands would be the individual that's like, this is what I'm wearing, whether rain or shine, and maybe even just taking like a backpack instead of like packing a full suitcase type of thing. So let's take a look at the Two of Wands over here. You have the Two of Swords, and here with the Two of Swords, there is a sense of hesitating, being at a crossroads and really not making a decision. And not making a decision is pretty much a decision not to move forward. And there is a sense of, self-doubt and fear and anxiety involved here. And similar with the Four of Coins, the fear of not having more, the fear of losing what you already have, and the unknown of not having what, having certainty that is already within your grasp. And, the concept of faith is a concept of hope and really allowing to let go of something so that something greater can come through. So let's see what we have here. Faith or Hierophant, we have the Three of Pentacles. And this card is a card of teamwork, cooperation, bringing together different people or tools or resources to really enhance something in the material world or to create something new. So for some of you, this may be a call to really build your talents and skills, possibly by going to school, getting a degree if you already have a degree, like an advanced degree to become an expert in something. Also to just recognize that there's something greater than yourself at play, and your connections with other people will help to get you more created or connected to that something greater. So here in this middle column, these messages from your higher self, bring your ideas to life, dream the world into being. It is, both of these cards kind of indicate getting rid of any limiting beliefs, and celebrate your ideas, celebrate transformations, and go for that glory. Think big, think outside the box. Think of places you want to go where maybe others have been or some others have never been, and really kind of hone in on that King of Wands type of energy, the lizard spirit here. On the traditional King of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Do you have the Page of Wands? Oh wait, you do have the Page of Coins. You don't have the Page of Wands. That's the page that you don't have. My bad. But basically, the Two of Wands and Three of Wands is kind of leading up to this King of Wands energy. But on the court cards, you'll notice for the wand family that the cloak, the cape of the king, the knight, and the page, there is like a salamander, lizard, gecko, depending on which source you're looking at, that is in various stages of attempting to bite its own tail. And that concept, it's like the concept of the Ouroboros, where like a snake is biting their own tail, or reptile biting their own tail, to indicate a concept of infinity, of the ability to constantly transform and be a force that is ongoing. And with the Page of Wands, the reptile is kind of like curved. In the Knight of Wands, the reptile, it's getting closer to the tail. On the King of Wands cloak, you can see that's where the reptile is actually biting its own tail. And here, basically, this lizard spirit is like, following your imagination, following your passion, innovation, and, really dreaming big. So here at the Three of Wands, you've got like planning for that, that success, planning, maybe networking, working with other people, marketing, and really recognizing how you can expand and grow your ideas. With the Ace of Coins, it indicates that there is going to be opportunities for you to bring things to life, to bring things into the material world. This is an opportunity. It's not hitting the jackpot. You're still going to need to invest in whatever idea, project, relationship that is at the center of this, and help to nurture it to grow. With this Page of Swords here, it's a card of, curiosity and gathering information. So it may feel that, you're maybe feeling like a student or actually being a student, where you're going to be kind of really impressed by the information that you're going to get and how you can use that information to help bring your ideas, your dreams into reality. So let's take a look at the Three of Wands over here. You have the Three of Swords. So you have the Two of Swords over here, you have a Three of Swords here. So there is some type of possibly disappointment, some expectation that you had that wasn't reached, and that is possibly causing this stagnation. It's kind of like working together. It's interesting, you have Two of Wands and Three of Wands. Two of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords. Three of Wands is clarified by the Three of Swords. So your desire, your passion to kind of expand and grow and do something different, there's some disappointment. Maybe you tried something before and failed, or you are in the middle of trying something and it's not going so greatly. But holding on to preconceived notions or expectations of how things might turn out is going to make it that you are like, you're boxed in and limiting yourself. If you are operating off a concept of, a fear that something's going to fail, then that thing will fail, because you are bringing your ideas to life. You are dreaming the world into being. So if you are, if you're coming and if you're looking at your opportunities as setting yourself up for disappointment, then that's what you're going to get. So let's take a look at the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is, a little bit less experience with life to have these types of hangups, to have these types of disappointments, and really is just all about being curious and wanting to gain more information, wanting to know more about life and how to communicate their thoughts, how to, put their thoughts into action. You have this Death card here. It's a card of transformation. It's not quite, this reptile here is not quite biting its own tail. This is a card of transformation, and the more you know, the more information you have, the more that you are open to different things. It's almost a sense of really this kind of blockage here. This four of coins and the Three of Swords kind of working together to block a sense of gaining information. It's almost as if, that concept of there's nothing more to learn. There's nothing you can teach someone, but really there's always something more to learn. Even if you are getting information that just supports information you already knew, then you're getting confirming information. If you are, open to changing your mind, to learning more things, and you get information that conflicts with what you already have, then that should kind of create a spark of curiosity of where's the disconnect? What is it that you thought you knew, but had it wrong, or applied it in a way that maybe was inaccurate, some misunderstood word, misunderstood communication, and basically just allowing for what falls away, what's not for your best and highest good, to be replaced with something new, something that sparks the mind, sparks the passion, and really allows for growth. Let's take a look at the Ace of Coins over here. You have the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card of having put in hard work and reaping the rewards of that hard work. This is a card of independence. So here, like I said, there's still work to be done. This opportunity that's being given to you. But this also indicates that you will be able to accomplish your goals once you put in that hard work, and you'll reap those rewards. So here in this column of where the truth is leading you, the solar flares activate. It is a card of really just getting additional energy, a burst of energy from, here from the sun, but just recognizing that there is support. You have support for what you're doing. There's constant change going on, but basically there's an opportunity for you to use that change, that energy, this energy that really is kind of popping out in the Two of Wands, King of Wands, Three of Wands, even the Fifth card, and even the Death card. There is energy to create something new, and following your passion and getting a sense of what's the word? A sense of accomplishment. And here you have this Star card. This is a card of hope, of wishes, of fame, and it's also a card of healing and getting clarity. So here it would, apply both ways. You got the Three of Swords here and Two of Swords. And here with the Star card, it can kind of help balance things out, and heal some, past hurts and disappointments. But just if there is, trying to see how many Cup cards you have here. Do you have any Cup cards except for this Page of Cups? It doesn't look like you have. It doesn't look like you have any Cup cards except for this Page of Cups. And Page of Cups is considered a sensitive individual, also creative, full of imagination, and looking at life with a sense of wonder and possibilities. And basically here that it's like almost opportunities to learn something new and get a sense of balance when it comes to your emotions, your creativity, and the things that you are trying to create in the material world. So here there's, this balancing energy. It's almost a sense of, maybe over here with this Four of Coins over here. It could be for some of you that you were raised with certain beliefs on what you could accomplish. Maybe you were raised before the internet was in full swing. Maybe you were raised with, very traditional beliefs of what you can do. You want to make money, you go into, banking. You want to, connect to spirituality and go into clergy. And nowadays there's just so many different possibilities, and it's almost an opportunity here where you can kind of heal some old beliefs and really come to balance between these ideas, this kind of a opportunity for a growth spurt to bring your ideas and what you can bring into the material world together. So let's take a look at this star card here. You have the Judgment card, and this is a card of reflecting on your past, kind of looking at why things turned out the way they turned out, honestly reflecting on certain agreements, actions, things that you said, things you didn't say, people that you trusted, and see the situation that you faced in the past and understand why you made those choices and acknowledge that they were made, and allows for you to let go of things that no longer serve your best and highest good, so that you are free to pursue life without, baggage, without the Three of Swords, without your, multiple bags of luggage, and really go on a new journey without having any shame, guilt, disappointment, upset. So I was going to clarify the Page of Cups, and you have the Knight of Wands. Still, you don't have the Page of Wands, but you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the King of Wands. And so here it's really seeming that your truth is to tap in more with your creativity, whatever sensitivity you had. Maybe in the past you ignored it, you tried to toughen yourself up, you wanted to make a solid foundation for yourself where you were not vulnerable. But here it's as if there is a call to tap into that imagination, that sense of wonder, that passion, and really see where it can drive you to. Let's take a look at the Page of Coins. You have your other cup here, Knight of Cups. So definitely, driving you to pursue adventure, to pursue imagination, to really tap into these energies and, balance them out and use them as you are learning something new, building something new, trying something new. And for those of you who are kind of looking at love or wondering where love fits in with these, I would say that this does seem more like a career reading. However, this sense of balance and healing, it really is going to open up a lot of doors that maybe have been shut, and that includes pursuing romantic endeavors, being open to receiving things that come your way in that regard, and also pursuing those sparks, those connections with others on a romantic basis. But it does seem that there is a need to reflect honestly about some things in your past that may be what you want now was previously closed off and blocked off, and kind of looking at those things and healing those things so that you going forward can really relish in the creative and the creative inspiration that is coming your way. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.